Hello, my wonderful peeps, and I'm coming today for our day 30 Spice Up Manifestation Hot Sauce Sessions. And I can't believe that the time flies when we have lots of fun. And I promise I'm going to give you another session tomorrow, which is going to be based on Q&As. If you come live, let's have interaction. Let's really address everything what we have to talk about. Or if you can't make it live, just DM me with any questions that you have for any of the manifestation area, because I want to address your question. It can be somebody else's question. And today we are on our day 30, and let's talk about self love. What is self love? Self love is the practice of caring for and valuing yourself in a way that nurtures your well being, happiness, and self acceptance. Why is that so important for manifestation? Why self love is so crucial? I think it's important because if we accept that we are worthy of anything what we desire, if we accept that we deserve the life that we are magically putting together, we know it's going to be easy for us, because if we accept that we can have it all, it's going to be easy to face the challenges, to overcome the challenges, and to actually meet our beautiful creation, that life that we want to have. Now, let me unpack a little bit what is self love and what is self care, right? A lot of times we think that self love is actually just going and pampering ourselves in massage salon, doing our hair, our nails, just have that time for yourself with the friends. But it goes beyond than that, right? Self care is just a part of self love. Self love is more about accepting ourselves and know that we do not have to prove anything to anybody, because we are worthy, just because we are breathing, just because we are living. We are worthy of the life that we want. And we accept ourselves with all our flaws. As my favorite saying states, that I'm flawsome. I'm awesome with all my flaws. And the more I keep reaffirming that to myself, the more I just walk very confidently in my life. And I do not ask for anybody's validation as long as I love myself and validate myself. And I have amazing affirmation for that, which I do in front of the mirror every morning. This is my favorite affirmation, which I stand out in front of the mirror and I look deeply into my eyes and I say, Irina, I love you. You are a magnet for love. You are getting better and better every day in every way. And I promise, if you're going to say something, maybe not the same way, but whatever you're going to be saying to yourself in this moment when you're in front of the mirror, the more you're going to say it, the more it's going to ingrain into your subconscious mind. And remember, your subconscious mind is going to make everything possible for you to show up in that reality where you see the proof, the evidence that when you say something, you believe it, you are going to receive it. So let's move on more about self-love and manifestation. Self-love help us to develop that resilience, enabling us to bounce back from setbacks and stay focused on our goals. How is it showing up? It's just showing up that we know that we do not have to be perfect as long as we make the effort. Remember, when we work on our manifestation, it's all about taking the action step. It doesn't have to be everything laid out, thought through. Let's just do it imperfectly, because we are going to learn through these steps that we are taking. The only way to learn is to try, to test it, and to see where it's going to take us. So the more we are going to be trying and doing different action steps, the more we discover, okay, this step works, this didn't work. Let's see what I can do differently to generate different results. And that's the beauty of it, because in that energy, we become more curious, we become more playful, we become more excited. And that's the beauty of it, because manifestation is the lifestyle. It's not just the destination to hit your desires, right? Because honestly, we can be happy right now in any given moment. As long as we give the love to ourselves, we can have that love. We do not have to seek for that love from anybody else, from the outside, and make anybody to show us that appreciation, that attention, right? We know that we have enough love within. We can love ourselves for who we are, and we can show that love different ways. We can have that uplifting self-talk. We can talk to ourselves nicely. We can be more compassionate to ourselves. We can be more accepting to ourselves, because if you think about it, you are the worst critic of yourself, right? We would not say some of the words that we are saying to ourselves to anybody. But why? My question is, why do we say it to ourselves? That's why it's so important to know who we are and accept ourselves for who we are and protect ourselves and be compassionate to ourselves. And the more love we are going to give to ourselves, the more everybody is going to love us around, right? Because it's all about the energy that we are exuding. Just think about it. If we do not love ourselves, how do we expect other people to love us? So self love is crucial, because when we learn how to love ourselves the right way, we see that people are coming to us, because we become that attraction magnet, and we just magnetize with our energy everybody, right? And like I said, it doesn't depend on the look, it doesn't depend on your age or anything. You just exude that attraction. And that's exactly what it means to vibrate on the right frequency. And that's how you start attract everything what you desire. Loving yourself raises your vibration, because when you operate from a place of love, you naturally attract more positive experiences and abundance into your life. Remember, we were talking, one of these lives, we were talking about frequency. What does it mean to vibrate on a higher frequency? And the higher frequency is the frequency of love, the frequency of joy, the frequency of abundance, the frequency of authentication, right? These are the frequencies we want to stay more and more throughout the day, because when we vibrate on a higher frequency, we start attracting everything that's on that frequency. Remember, everybody is experiencing the reality in a different way. We all live in the same world, but everybody experiencing the reality their own way. And you just kind of invisibly moving from one frequency to another, depends how much you're working on yourself, depends how much you are growing, and it's all up to you. We all can do it. It's all about just giving yourself the permission and start loving yourself and start really, really appreciating yourself. And if this is something you've never done, I'm really, really inviting you to start doing it. Self love also empowers us to set healthy boundaries, which is essential for maintaining your energy and focus. What does it mean? It means that it's great to be a good person, but you do not have to be a pleaser. And just make sure that you do not upset anybody else, but that reflects on you, because you have to suffer, right? People start stepping on your boundaries because they feel that they can do it. So when you love yourself, you stand strong in your power, and you are not allowing anybody to do something that you think is not appropriate. Truly very, very crucial, right? So the more we learn how to love ourselves, the more it's going to show up in our life results. And I remember myself before I started to do this work. And this is something that probably relates to a lot of women, because us as women, we are coming more from that nurturing side. We were trained to be good mothers, to be great daughters, to be exceptional partners. And we always place ourselves to the last. And I'm sure somebody who is listening to me can relate right now and say, oh my God, this is me, right? And at one point, I was at the same spot. But once I realized that we have to prioritize ourselves, because remember, if our cup is not full, we cannot give it to anybody. So think about it. There is a wisdom in that. And if you remember, if you go on the plane, you're boarding the plane, and they tell that in case of emergency, what do we do? First, put the mask on yourself, and then put the mask on the child. So now just relate to that and think about it, right? We want to take care of ourselves first. So if we are tired, if we cannot operate the way we're operating, give yourself a break. No matter what's going on around, just give yourself either 15 minutes nap or just unwind and have that time to yourself. It's very important. Once we learn how to love ourselves, once we prioritize ourselves, once we say to ourselves that our life matters, our desires matter, whatever we are doing matter, and we put ourselves in the place that we are not allow anybody to dictate who we are and control ourselves, and we stop pleasing people around. We start really give ourselves that attention, that love, that care that we all deserve to have. Self love is very crucial. So continue loving yourself, continue just accepting yourself, continue to talk nicely to yourself, give yourself the compliments, celebrate yourself. Like I said, if we are not going to love ourselves, who is going to love us? And it has nothing to do with being selfish. Absolutely nothing. Self love is a must. You got to know who you are, and you got to put the value on yourself. And what else I wanted to say, since this is coming to the conclusion, I wanted to say that continue this beautiful manifestation. And I'm so proud of you, for everybody who was showing up, who was commenting, who was playing full out. Because remember, how you show up in one area, that's exactly how you're showing up in any other area of your life. So be the active participant, be the leader, do not be the follower, be the leader of your life. Make the choices for yourself, make the decisions for yourself, right? Do not wait for everybody's opinion before decide for yourself. And I have this amazing, beautiful story to wrap up today's live. Think of the bamboo tree. The bamboo tree, when it's planted, it requires nurturing. The person is planted it, the person is watering it, the person takes care of it, and that bamboo tree is going to grow 1 inch in the first year. Then the person is going to do again all this work, nurturing, watering, taking care of that plant. And next year, bamboo plant is going to grow another inch. The same story happens for the third year and for the fourth year. And finally, on the fifth year, that bamboo tree is going to grow 80 feet tall. Now, this is very relatable to what's going on in our life, right? Because if you think about it, how would that bamboo tree come out that huge and strong if it didn't grow these roots underneath, right? So we talk about when we work with manifestation, a lot of times we do not see the results. But again, it doesn't mean that nothing is happening. It's all happening in the stages, right? Step by step. And if we do not see something in the visible world, it means that on the energetic plane, the situations are forming for us. It's shaping up the reality that we desire. And just like bamboo tree, have the patience. And you know that then you're going to have extraordinary results. A lot of people might say, you know what, why would you do that? I just want to live my comfortable life. I just want to have my secure job. But then again, they do not look in the long term, because in 3 to 5 years from now, you're going to grow tremendously. Your results are going to be 10 times more than they are today if you really put the work in. So I invite you, put the work in. Work on yourself daily, because you do deserve the life that you want to live, and you can have it. You're worthy of anything that you want. And for the day 30 fun work is write a list of compliments to appreciate yourself. If you run short, ask your friends and loved ones to contribute to this list. And I love you so much. I wish you all the best. Tomorrow I'm coming for Q&A. Please be here live with me. Let's interact. Let's have fun. And if you can't come live, then send me DM with your questions, because I am going to bring these questions on live, as we all want to learn and to grow. I love you lots, and I see you tomorrow.